Hello everybody, hope you are doing good today, and I'm recording this video on the topic what is H1B, what is H1B rule saying, and who qualified for H1B. I kept a separate video, please watch that. And let me clear point one. I'm not against India, I'm not against Indians, I'm not against America, I'm not against Americans. So point one is clear. So this information will be useful for H1B aspirants outside America and inside America, those who are on F1 status. Second point clear. The next point is H1B is meant for highly skilled labor. The program is designed to bring highly skilled labor from outside America for an unfulfilled positions. Like for example, during mainframe they need, so they brought some guys. Second thing is like cloud architecture, Hadoop technologies, wherever local people are not available, then it's required. Again, I'm not contradicting with any Americans. I welcome any American comments on that, because many Indian friends, they say Americans are not learning software and all. That's secondary. Let us not go to the that point. So the book rule is clear. What is book rule? You have to bring a guy who is qualified for 16 years of education and 45 years experience in an IT firm. 10th grade plus, and then 18 years you worked, and then 3 years counted as 1 point, and then 16 years, 10 plus 2 plus, that is intermediate, plus 3 years degree, plus any 1 year software diploma. That completes the 16 years of education, or 10 plus 2 plus 4 years, that is BTech. So if you understand, so USA doesn't recognize Indian education, so they award points. So it doesn't matter whether you study in IIT or anywhere. Point clear. Second point is, why does a company need a guest house? Because company offers them 50k, 100k something. If you give them that k, whether $5,000 or $10,000 a month, the candidate will stay at his own expenses, right? So if you are accommodating them in guest house, means you are not paying them salaries which you offered on the offer letter. That means rule number one, you break it, because you are not paying him what you offered on the page offer letter. Irrespective whether you have project or not, H1B must be paid as per the offer letter, as per the local prevailing wage. For example, prevailing wage in New York or California is $45 an hour to H1B. But most of the top 10 American prime vendors and Indian 13 or 10 whatever outsourcing companies, they insert an illegal layer to take the cut. If they take a cut, how can H1B get $45 to an hour? So both Indian companies, several American prime vendors who are promoting these illegal layers, the illegal layers taking $45 a cut, and H1B gets $30, sometimes less than that. So they are all are breaking prevailing wage system. And as per USCIS rules, as per H1B rules, there is no middle layers entertainment business here, but they are all forming as middle layers. So how can an H1B complain to whom? USCIS or Department of Labor. So Americans are not aware these illegal layers. One. Second is proxy, like you employer support proxy to get onto the client locations. That means client has scheduled a telephone interview, another candidate or employers will attend the telephone interview. That's called proxy, the proxy Skype or proxy project support. If candidate doesn't know what to do, employer will connect his laptop and will do. I know, I heard a lot of cases. I know some they put cab drivers as an H1B and getting the money, right? Because somebody will do that. So they are breaking all these rules. Second is prevailing wages, they break. The third one is, there is no concept called bench in the H1B book. H1B manual is very clear. So you pay offer letter, then why do you need a guest house? If you have guest house, means you are not paying them what you offered on the offer letter. Second, there is no bench. You have to pay irrespective whether you have project or not. The third point is layers. Like Indian companies, they bring their guys on H1B and place directly to clients. The same way Indian links bring H1Bs from India and throw it on the road, streets. So they get a project through multiple layers. H1B is employer, Indian layer, American illegal layer, American prime vendor, and then client. See how many layers? So breaking the rules. The next one, recent you watched my videos, right? TCS is not paying, and the next layer next to TCS is shouting at me. Why did you send email to this, that? He's not doing his job. And who is he? Illegal layer, right? And these top 10 Indian companies, they fire experienced guys. They don't know why they fire. They fire to support the fake guys, something. And these Indian companies pay very less to their employees. I talked to one of the employees. Their rental application got rejected because their salary, because rental application they don't agree just like that. Your salary must be rent. There are norms. If your salary is $2,000 or $3,000 and rent is $2,000, how do you pay? How do you survive? That's what the apartment management, they ask the questions. So the company is breaking the rules. So whom they report? When they're sitting on the same boat, they can't cut the boat, right? So they can't complain. If they complain, they will get fired. They will visa, it will be cancelled, and everybody wants dollar, everybody wants visa, everybody wants green card. So nobody wants to complain. So then in that circumstances, the book referred them as indentured servitude, because he's in the fear of losing visa and green card, is not complaining, right? And for the H1B, they are charging $6,000. USCC rules violation. They are charging $25,000 for green card. They are violating the rules. Apart from employer paying the fees for labor, I-140 and 485 and doctor fees. So how many companies are violating these rules? And what is that America is doing? That's what. And then these H1B rule is clear, but 100% Indian links, 100% Indian companies, they are violating it. They are breaking their rules. They are practicing illegal things. So you have to condemn it. You have to confront it. That's what I am doing. You have to confront it. You have to expose them. You have to tell the government. You have to tell the media. This is what. The book rule is very clear. What is book rule? You pay as per offer letter. Don't put them in the guest house, on the bench. There is nothing called bench. There is no H1B transfers. That's what. And there are no illegal, unethical, unlawful layers mentioned can do business in the H1B, and they cannot forward Kumar resume to Kumar friend to Kumar spouse, friend spouse company. Each one take $40 a cut. So that's not there in the book. They are all doing illegal things. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions to my email ID h1b@usa.com.